Hi, it's the 28th of September 2018 at 10 a.m. I, I'm winding the channel down slowly, but occasionally comments come up that really catalyse something in me that I don't think is in any way offensive to women or derogatory or anything else like that. It's just, you know, people say things and I look at them and it makes me sort of question what's really happening behind the scenes here. And more often than not, it's something that's rarely discussed. And it's like the culprit gets away scot free. Everybody's looking at something else, but the real culprit is getting away scot free. As we blame one another and that sort of thing. But the person who's done the real damage, uh, nobody even notices them. I've been having a little bit of a back and forth with mgtow balance. We were sort of just joking around about how, oh, how women want this and want that, and his comment back to me this morning was, yeah, they want a sensitive man, but not too sensitive, a rough man, but not too rough, an ambitious man, but not too ambitious. And he said, yeah, like most mgtow, I'm totally indifferent to it. So I responded and said, yeah, indifferent but caring at the same time. And then I went on to explain that in just looking at the way he described it, we were just joking, we were just sort of mucking around. And I thought, that really looks like, a description of a perfume or a makeup. Sensitive but not too sensitive, aggressive but not too aggressive. And I thought, yeah, it's actually, it's, I don't know whether you've ever read the back of a perfume bottle, but it's crazy. I'm sure makeup would be the same. Look, it's interesting. I bought a bottle of perfume for a woman once, and I sort of looked into it a little bit. And I thought, wow, but it's. It's what's happening, I think, is possible that you think about it. A woman, when does she start putting makeup on? Sitting in front of the mirror and looking at herself in the mirror, her reflection in the mirror. When does that start? And by the time she meets you, how many times has she put on makeup? How many times has she looked in the mirror and thought, how do I want to come across? How do I want to express myself? Is how they put it. How the makeup manufacturers, what have you, and the clothing manufacturers and everything. Talking about how do you express yourself. Frankly, I think just express yourself with your mouth and talk in a certain way would be far more entertaining than, my God, did you notice that she's wearing this, or he's wearing that or something. I mean, it's not really a form of expression. Well, it is, I suppose, if you want to look at it that way. But verbally is a quicker, more direct, and probably far more enjoyable way to express yourself, and do so in a way that's pleasant, nice, and whatever. Yeah, do you? Well, and I suppose that's the way I look at it. Do I want to come across as aggressive and rude, or do I want to come across as a bitter, cynical person? Or do I want to come across as, this sort of person? Yeah, and I'll do it via my expression, not by my makeup, my clothes, or anything else like that. In fact, I don't even consider, when I buy clothes, Will they fit? Do they look all right? Yeah, that'll do. I don't wear makeup. I don't do anything with my face at all. I keep myself clean shaven, keep my hair short so the green screen doesn't go berserk. That's about it. But yeah, I do it too. What sort of person do I want to be? What sort of person do I want to project to the world? I don't know. I've never really thought about it until this very moment. But yeah, I do the same thing. Only I don't use a store-bought product to do it with. Okay, I do it from within, from what I think. How I come across. Oh look, I try to make light of things. I try and keep a little bit of happiness going. I notice there's many people around that just don't make any attempt to do that whatsoever. They don't try to make others happy at all. They just want to bring you down and what sort of thing. And now you have to ask yourself, how is makeup actually helping you? Is it making you happy, or is it just is it just promoting this idea of women are pretty creatures? And what service is it really doing to women? Personally, I would rather talk to women. And find out what they're doing in their life, what they're trying to achieve, and I would like to share what I'm trying to achieve, what I'm trying to do, and sort of thing. This increasingly I just find talking to women, they can't talk. And I'm not surprised. Now, thinking about mgtow balances comments. Yeah, it's describing it like, yeah, it's with this, with that, can't you be the same way as us? Just be the way I want you to be. Just a bit of this and a bit of that and a hint of that and a hint of something else. Just be perfect. I don't see that. That's what it sounds like. That's what seems to be coming across. Yeah, just want you just perfect. I don't know. I don't look for perfection in people. I think we could all of us, me too. I have to force myself at times to put a smile on my face and try and respond, in a sort of a joke, not a joke, but it's sort of in a good human way. It's not all the time. You want to do that, but I suppose that's fake in a sense, isn't it? Because I'm having to try. It's not how I really feel. And so to that to point, I'm actually a bit guilty of doing something wrong too, of being a little bit false. But I don't know, but I don't expect. I'm not telling you to react a certain way to me. Okay, that's that how you react is, if you're down and negative and rude or anything else. I simply don't reply. That's it. I don't get upset. I don't get angry. I don't have a fight with you. I just won't reply. If you're not trying to be a bit upbeat and try and create a bit of happiness, nor will I. If you're not, but that's all right. That's your choice. Okay, I don't censure you anyway, unless somebody requests it. And somebody said, no, that's offensive to me or something. I look and think, okay, get rid of it. Okay, but if it's directed to me, I just simply don't respond to you. But maybe that's. Look, I don't even know exactly what to make of all of this, but it was just that mgtow Balance made the comment. I read it, and I thought, yeah, it sounds like it's on the back of a perfume bottle. He's describing, the same sort of thing. And I thought, yeah, and that's probably what he's getting from his interaction with women. That they want this, like the back of a perfume bottle. So look, I'm just throwing it open as something to consider, something to think about. Then we're all pointing at selfies, narcissistic with the phone. What about the mirror? Guys, I don't know. I don't spend a lot of time looking in the mirror. Just to shave and whatever. That's it. I'd spend maybe 90 seconds, maybe a little more, looking in a mirror every day. Now, somebody who's putting on makeup would spend a lot of time looking at their face. And I don't know, what do you think about when you look at, what would they think about? What sorts of things? And I mean, what the point I'm trying to make is, they say that men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Well, there's a classic example right there of why they would be. They say we have different brains and stuff. Yeah, we may do, but I mean, just look at it. You've got one of us, one of the species, spends, could be an hour looking at themselves in the mirror, doing their makeup, their hair, making sure their clothes are just right. I'm not saying, a lot of guys would spend time doing that as well, being very careful of their appearance and what have you. But a lot aren't. It's just typically, go to any store. The women's area is huge. The men's area is, tucked in behind the change room somewhere. We're not sort of the major market there. We tend to be an embarrassment, I suppose, or an excuse, or we carry the wallet or whatever. Okay, but that's the thing, and I look at it and I think about it, and nobody discusses it. Nobody actually says, look, maybe this is causing a problem, or could partially be causing a problem, in an objective way, just looking at it. I saw a video a little while ago, about the development of marketing and how, manufacturers sell their clothing for people to express themselves. And this is when I was doing the channel, I was looking at it thinking, what a ridiculous notion. I express myself with the jeans that I wear, or the car that I drive, or the house that I live in. It's an expression of myself. Well, it probably could be. I could have it all together wrong, but I just thought, wouldn't it be simpler, more direct, more enjoyable just to learn to express yourself? Just learn to express yourself. Not criticise, put down, or demand, or boss, bully, any of those things. How about just expressing yourself? Looking at, why couldn't somebody talk about this, for example? Makeup. The why, and actually question why does a woman have to paint her face? Why does she have to project a false image? And then ask yourself where, maybe there's a reason there's so much narcissism in the world. Perhaps if we weren't trying to project this false impression, this false image, which is narcissism, it's not the real person inside, it's a false thing. Maybe if it wasn't encouraged so much for somebody's profit, it could be a better world. I mean, if any women that are watching this, you can think about it. I think you've been sold something that's not necessarily true. Because if it was true, then men would be doing it as well. We'd both be wearing makeup. No, some do, but I mean, what I'm talking about is in the general thing. I've never liked it particularly. I've always seen it as false. I've always distrusted it. But as I said, Balance made his comment, and it made me sort of think, well, maybe it's not just the phones, and that maybe it's just something as basic as that. It's just so accepted, and people have been doing it. I guess they still do it, but I think that's actually doing damage. That's just what I think. Not saying it's right, wrong, or anything. I'm not an expert. It just occurred to me when Balance made his comment. Anyway, it's been good talking to you, and I shall talk to you again soon. Bye.